Hello there! Are you seeing the dreaded DataTables warning, cannot re-initialize DataTable error? Don't worry, you're not alone. This video will show you exactly how to fix this common problem. We'll cover the reasons behind the error and provide several easy-to-follow solutions. Let's get started and get your DataTables working smoothly again. This error typically occurs when you try to initialize a data table on the same HTML table more than once. This often happens in situations where you're dynamically updating the table's content, or using Ajax to reload data. Now, let's dive into the solutions. First, the most common fix is to check if your data table is already initialized before you try to initialize it again. You can do this using a simple if statement. Before calling the $.DataTable function, add this check, if $.fn.DataTable.isDataTable, hashtag your table ID, hashtag your table ID, .DataTable.destroy, replace hashtag your table ID with the actual ID of your table. This code checks if a data table is already associated with the table. If it is, it destroys the existing data table instance. Then, you can safely re-initialize the data table. Second, ensure your JavaScript code isn't being executed multiple times. This could happen if you have your script included more than once in your HTML, or if a function containing the data table initialization is being called repeatedly due to an event listener. Review your HTML structure and JavaScript logic carefully. Look for duplicate script tags or event handlers that might be triggering the initialization code multiple times. Remove any unnecessary inclusions or handlers. Using your browser's developer tools is helpful in identifying such issues. Third, if you're using Ajax to update the table data, make sure you're destroying the data table before reloading the data. Inside your Ajax success callback function, before you update the table's HTML, include the destroy method, hashtag your table ID, .datatable.destroy. This ensures that the old data table instance is removed before the new data is loaded and a new data table is initialized. Then, after updating the table's HTML, you can re-initialize the data table with the new data. Fourth, check your use of event listeners. Sometimes, the data table initialization might be inadvertently placed inside an event listener that gets triggered repeatedly. Examine your event listeners. Make sure that the data table initialization logic is only called once or implement a mechanism to prevent multiple initializations within the event listener. For instance, you might use a flag variable to track whether the data table has already been initialized. Fifth, consider using the Ajax.reload method provided by DataTables. This method is designed for updating the table's data without needing to destroy and re-initialize the data table. Instead of completely destroying and re-initializing, you can call hashtag your table ID, .datatable.ajax.reload. This will refresh the data from your Ajax source and update the table's content, keeping the same data table instance intact, avoiding the re-initialize error. Sixth, verify the order of your scripts in your HTML file. Ensure that jQuery and the data tables library are loaded before your custom script that initializes the data table. Loading the libraries in the wrong order can cause unexpected behavior and errors. By following these steps, you should be able to resolve the data table's warning, cannot re-initialize data table error. Remember to carefully examine your code, paying close attention to initialization logic, Ajax calls, and event listeners. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please consider liking and subscribing to support the channel. Your support helps us create more helpful content like this. Feel free to leave any questions or suggestions in the comments below. Good luck fixing your data tables.